Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have a different one for you, and that's going to be buy or sell. This time we're going to be doing it on who will be a future singles champion. Obviously singles champions could be the Intercontinental, the United States, or both the World Champions. And yeah, we're doing just WWE today, and yeah, it should be pretty fun. I think we got some interesting one. Let us know down in the comments who you would change or who you do agree with, and yeah, it should be a pretty fun one. But yeah, how we feeling?
Yeah, we got 20 options set up for y'all to go through, and yeah, we have a banger for the first one here.
Yeah, we're going to kick it off with a buy, and that is me, Penta, somebody who debuted at the start of last year and has had a very good 2025, and 2026 it's setting up to be another big year. He's doing stuff with the Vision right now, and yeah, he feels like somebody who will probably end up winning an Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, I do believe it was Penta and LA Knight who had the most matches from WWE in 2025. So that's obviously a really good start to Penta's career. He didn't touch any singles championships or even any tag team championships or anything, but his work has been amazing as always. And I think 2026 will be no different, especially if he could kind of stay away from his brother for a little while. And I think he will hold some singles gold at some point. So yes, buy for sure for Penta.
And then next up, it will be Jey Uso, who will be selling the fact that he would not be winning a singles champion. Again, similar to the reason why Penta might not be a future champion, is the same reason that he is not currently. And that's going to be because he's also in the tag team division. I think this year we'll see not as much of Jey Uso, especially compared to last year. But yeah, I'm going to definitely think we won't be seeing him with some gold.
Yeah, we kind of got teased a little early on in the year of maybe there will be some kind of tension between Jey and Jimmy Uso. So maybe at some point they'll split up and have a match with each other, and they could do, something with that. But even if that is being said, they likely won't have a title involved in that match. So I don't think Jey Uso will hold a singles title in 2026.
Then next up, another buy is the man who just debuted at the Royal Rumble, and that is Oba Femi. Yeah, I mean, this is a man who has come in dominant after just wiping out the War Raiders with ease by himself. So yeah, I think this year we are in store for a big run from Oba Femi.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, he is the ruler for a reason. He was NXT champion. He never lost it. He just dropped it in the ring and just left it because he felt like he moved on from NXT and on to bigger and better things. Obviously, had a really good showing in the Royal Rumble. He destroyed the War Raiders recently, and I expect him to destroy a lot more people coming up soon.
But then next up, we got another sell, and that is unfortunately for Finn Balor. If he is going to win a championship, it will be in the next few weeks if he does have a rematch with CM Punk. But unfortunately, I think for the Demon, he would not be holding any gold.
Yeah, I do think if we were to repeat this video next year, I probably would put him in the buy category if he does finish 2026 off in a strong way, because he's getting a lot of attention right now. He had the CM Punk match. He kind of attacked him and AJ Styles during their match. He had this promo on this past Raw. So there's definitely a lot of potential for him to win singles gold this year, but I think it'll take a lot more kind of rebuilding Finn Balor to get him there. The only chance I could see him winning singles gold this year is potentially from Dominic Mysterio if they run that match at WrestleMania or something.
But next up, it is going to be Kyrie Sain. She is somebody who I do think, or we both think, will be winning some type of gold, and it probably will be the Intercontinental Champion, whether it is off of Becky Lynch or maybe Natalya or Natty now. If she were to pick up the win, but yeah, I think Kyrie Sain is somebody, once we do see a split of her and Asuka, I think she'll be in for a pretty good run.
Yeah, we definitely got the start of that Asuka and Kyrie Sain split at the Royal Rumble, where Kyrie Sain accidentally eliminates Asuka, and then Kyrie Sain gets eliminated right after that, and then we see kind of like a backstage clip the next day on WWE social media of Asuka kind of dragging Kyrie Sain down the ramp by her hair. Then she leaves her in the golf cart, and Kyrie Sain's kind of running after the golf cart and everything. So the split has begun. It's not official on screen as of yet. I think that will come on the following week of Raw, though. So yeah, I do expect her to win gold. Maybe it won't be the Intercontinental, and it'll be the U.S. title, because SmackDown could use someone like a Kyrie Sain there, in my opinion. But yeah, I would love to see Kyrie Sain hold singles gold in 2026.
But then next up is a man who just recently returned, and that was LA Knight. This year, we do not think he will get any type of gold. It doesn't feel like he'll be in the United States picture, obviously now being on Raw, it seems like. And I don't think he's going to be the guy to beat Dom or whoever is after Dom. And I definitely don't see him beating CM Punk before WrestleMania or Roman Reigns after. So yeah, I think LA Knight has caught the tough end of the stick once again. And yeah, I don't think his time as a world champion will happen anytime soon either.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for, all the fans of LA Knight. I am personally not the hugest fan of LA Knight myself, but I do understand, people love the gimmick and the character and all that sort of stuff. So, I do understand the fandom of LA Knight, but yeah, I definitely agree. He will not be winning a title in 2026. I know that's kind of like a letdown for a lot of people because there is a lot of LA Knight fans. But yeah, it's just my opinion. Maybe he'll kind of turn that around, win a Money in the Bank, something of that nature. Maybe he wins Elimination Chamber, who knows? But it just doesn't really look like it's in the cards for LA Knight this year.
The next up is a person we mentioned earlier, and that is now Natty, somebody who is debuting kind of a new character, obviously taking up the more MMA style of her game and now applying that back into WWE. I'm interested to see how long this will last from Natty. If she's somebody who will begin to see more and more of over the next few weeks on Raw, or if this is kind of like a one-off feud with Becky Lynch that Becky wants to do, and then we don't see Natty again for a few months. So I hope she does end up getting some type of gold. It'll probably be Becky Lynch, if she does win the Intercontinental Championship, to kind of give her the one thing that she hasn't been able to even win yet, and it's another title to add to her legendary career.
Yeah, if there's one thing that Becky Lynch does, is make stars, and Natty doesn't really need a ton of help in that division. She's someone who's widely known. Everyone knows the name Natty. You might not know her as this new character that she has her in, of course, because she's more so known as Natalya, of course. But Natty is an amazing character. We've seen her in Bloodsport all the way back as far as last year, like towards the beginning of the year, and she kind of started it there. I believe she had a match with like Masha Slamovich, something like that as well. So she has a history with this Natty character. It's definitely kind of built into her, and she has the dungeon and she's trained people. So I think this will go really good for Natty if done correctly as far as booking wise from WWE here.
Then next up is another man who unfortunately won't be winning any type of gold, and that is Rusev, a man who we just seen get into the Royal Rumble very early on. It was eliminated in 30 seconds, obviously due to the hands of Oba Femi, which I do think was just to make him look extra strong. But for him, it seems like we won't be getting any type of kind of story with him in the gold. It felt like he was maybe going to be the guy to take the belt off of Dom. I think that is still a potential direction they go. I definitely would like to see that for Rusev, but unfortunately, I don't think the cards are in his favor.
Yeah, I mean, to get eliminated like that definitely shows that, all right, maybe you're not the big monster that they thought you were at some point. He did have a lot of momentum at some point. There was rumors of WWE wanting to kind of put him in the world title picture, but they didn't really like the response that he got from the fans and all this type of stuff. Don't know if that's true, of course, but that's just, rumors being rumors. But, Rusev, I do like him, and WWE's done a lot better. His AEW work kind of lifted him up, and I feel like now he can kind of use that kind of lift up in WWE to get to a better spot. But unfortunately, this year doesn't seem like it'll be the year where he'll get it.
And the next step is going to be somebody on SmackDown who has been making a wave, and that is Lash Legend. I think this year is definitely a year where she can win either the United States title or she can win that world champion, whether that is off of Jade Cargill or maybe Jordan Grace gets involved, or even when she does return, Bianca Belair in a great match as well. I think Lash Legend is in store to win at some point this year. It's just a matter of how long the Nia Jax tag team lasts, to how long that will kind of keep her waiting.
Yeah, I think she is the perfect U.S. champion. She already kind of has a little story built in with Julia. They kind of interacted a few times on SmackDown here and there. But yeah, I would love to see Lash Legend win singles gold in 2026 for sure.
The next up is somebody who has had some gold as of late in the tag team division, but unfortunately this year we do not think she will be winning again in the singles division. That is Alexa Bliss. It does feel like that she will probably end up losing in the feud with Charlotte if that is the direction we see them go down. But also after that, it feels like she might go to the Wyatt Six and do stuff there. So unfortunately, I don't think she'll kind of fit in at any point to win any type of gold.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss is definitely a fan favorite from people, so that's just kind of like another LA Knight situation where that's probably a letdown for some people, but she's definitely one of those people who doesn't really need a title. There's built-in storylines for her to do all over the place. She still hasn't really interacted with the Wyatt Six, which that's something that a lot of people expected her to do, to kind of lead that group and build them up to a better place than what they're at, and they could definitely use that, so I do see her going that direction at some point. I just don't know when that'll be.
And then next up, another buy is going to be the newly debuting Royce Keys, formerly known as Powerhouse Hobbs, with his big debut at the Royal Rumble. It's only inevitable that we'll see some type of championship around his waist sometime soon, if we can fit a champion around his waist. But Royce Keys, I think, will be having a good run. Obviously, the Royal Rumble wasn't the best of showings for a debut night, but I do think we'll see a difference. He's on SmackDown probably, and I think that will be an easier direction for him to either win the World Champion or the United States Champion.
Yeah, we seen him eliminate Damian Priest in the Royal Rumble, and then after he got eliminated, we also seen that same kind of golf cart clip that I mentioned earlier with Asuka. We seen him do the same thing in the golf cart where he's leaving. He's like, man, all these new guys are coming in, and they just eliminated me. What is going on? So definitely that seems like a feud that they'll be kind of doing in the very near future. So that would be really good for him to do, because always kind of someone who they seem to kind of throw against is, if you could go in and defeat Damian Priest, that means WWE really likes you. So I guess we'll see how much they really like Powerhouse Hobbs once he does that Damian Priest phase.
Then next up, we have a Logan Paul. Obviously, this year we've seen him join the Vision and kind of take a more prominent role on TV, taking up more time now. However, this is a man that I do not think will win any type of gold this year. It feels like if he will win it, it will probably be the tag team division with Austin Theory. If we do see the Vision continue past WrestleMania season. But yeah, he feels like this isn't really the direction to kind of point that way right now.
Yeah, there's definitely, I think he will win singles championship in the WWE. I just don't think it'll be this year. I do think he will win one of the kind of big events to win a world title, such as like a Money in the Bank, a Royal Rumble, something of that nature. I do see him winning that, because I do think he is a good heel to win those. He is kind of been showing up a lot more lately, so that's really good for him. I think it's kind of been showing in his work, because it has been a little bit better recently. So hopefully he does win singles title at some point, but I don't think it'll be this year.
Trick Williams, a man who has been taking over that brand by storm. We've seen it interact with guys like Randy Orton, Sami Zayn. He was in a world title fatal 4-way where he did come up short, but he is somebody who's had a great start of the year, and he's somebody who we do think will win some type of gold, probably that United States champion first. But a man, I think if they do need new people in that world title division, I think Trick Williams is definitely not a bad shout.
Yeah, Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes has a built-in history with each other for a very long time in NXT, so I do expect them to kind of bring that over to SmackDown and include that kind of history into the SmackDown history at some point.
But next up, it is a man that we recently lost his tag team partner, and that is Johnny Gargano, a man that unfortunately could be in a very weird place in the next few months, and unfortunately we do not think he'll win any type of championships either. And yeah, it feels like he can still be in that United States division, but it feels like there's guys like Ilya Dragunov, Sami Zayn might come back to that division, Carmelo, Trick Williams are always in there. So yeah, it's going to be really tough for him to do it. I don't think it's impossible, but with how it's looking for him right now, who knows how it'll look.
Yeah, maybe Triple H will want to make a statement after seeing what AEW did with Ciampa, putting gold on him and seeing the reaction he got and the fan support that he got. Maybe Triple H will see that and be like, oh, maybe, I should kind of give Johnny Gargano something, give him a United States run, see what happens. But it doesn't look like that's really in the cards, and I don't see him in the tag division because there's no tag team partner anymore. So I don't really know where he's going to be, just like you said. But hopefully they do find a good spot for him to be at some point.
There's going to be another recently returning Tiffany Stratton, somebody who has come off the back of a long title reign, losing it to Jade Cargill. And yeah, now that she's back, I don't think we'll see her go straight after the World Championship again, but I do think that Women's United States Champion is looks like it has her name written on it. And yeah, it feels like it's time for her to kind of come back, probably get involved again, and it'll probably involve her winning some type of gold.
Yeah, she had a really good 2025. She won the WWE Championship early on in the year and held it for pretty much the whole year. I believe it was like 200 something days, something like that. So a really good run from her. So hopefully they could kind of get some more momentum behind her leading into WrestleMania. And I think that might be a U.S. title.
Then next up is going to be Lyra Valkyria, who unfortunately did win Intercontinental Champion last year, was the inaugural champion, but this year I do not think will be doing any type of singles champions, but she is somebody who I do think can win the SmackDown or the tag team champions. With her and Bayley have been on kind of a run now. We see them might be feuding with the Bellas, and I think that's a great feud for them to have, especially if they do end up winning the tag team champions. But at least for singles division, Lyra, it doesn't look like we'll see her add another belt to her collection.
Yeah, I mean, when you have someone as good as Lyra, there always is obviously a chance of her winning singles gold, but it just kind of, with the way that booking's going on right now, if I had to kind of judge the landscape of WWE, I would say that she's probably not going to do it.
And then next up, we talked about her partner earlier, but let's talk about Asuka now. She is somebody who's similar to Kyrie Sain. I think once we do see the split of them, we will see them both kind of go their separate ways but both succeed. This is also somebody who can go after the IC champion versus Becky. We kind of got that tease for quite some time now, but she's also somebody who can sing right into the world champion division, and yeah, we'll see her thrive like we have seen her before.
Yeah, with the split of her and Kyrie, it's kind of endless opportunities because everyone loves Asuka. She's still great in ring. She does a lot of good stuff. She could definitely make stars just like Becky Lynch did, so I think putting the title on her could be just as good as having it on Becky Lynch for the most part.
The WWE's newer signings this past year was Matt Cardona, and unfortunately we do not think the bro will win any type of gold. He's on SmackDown, he could win that United States champion, but I think with the names that we have right now, the Ilya Dragunovs, the Carmelo Haydens, I don't think his time will hit just yet, but again, somebody who could end up being in that division if we start running low on names to make some new champions with.
Yeah, very unfortunate. But, you know, I think there is a world where he does win a title. I just don't think it'll be this year. He's kind of brand new to the audience in a way. There's a new WWE audience these days. People do obviously remember him and kind of want to see him around, but it'll take some time to kind of build that want for him to win a title. But yeah, shout out to Matt Cardona.
Next up, the prodigy Roxan Perez is somebody who I think should be a championship she is somebody who I think should have won a championship by now, but I think this year we will see that change finally. And yeah, with her being in a Judgment Day with that split, that can always happen at any time now. It feels like she can come out on top, and in a way that we'll see her win the IC champion, or if she can continue to be with Liv Morgan a little bit more, maybe she goes after that world championship at some point, and yeah, maybe we see her win big.
Yeah, we've seen her hold the tag titles a little bit with Raquel, and it seems like they went the direction of Raquel going with the world title direction rather than Roxanne Perez, which obviously it kind of makes sense. Raquel been there a long time. She is this kind of big, dominant woman, and she has improved so much recently, so I'm definitely not mad at the choice that they made. But Roxanne Perez, I do think there's a world where she could win pretty much anything. The possibilities are endless with her.
Next up, it is going to be Kent Wilson to round us out. And yeah, unfortunately, I think for him with the gimmick, I think the possibilities is endless. I think he could win the United States Championship, but again, I think that other names are just a little bit better right now. And the thing is, I don't know how long this gimmick will last. I hope it does for his sake. But yeah, I think he won't win any type of gold.
Yeah, I mean, it would be very cool if he did. I think it'd be like a shocking, cool moment. He could be one of those transitional champions who you just kind of put it on him for a PLE cycle, let him have some fun on SmackDown, let the crowd get behind them. But if you were to do that, I do think it should be relatively soon, because I think later on this kind of might die down a little bit.
That is going to wrap it up for our buy or sell. Like I said earlier in the video, let us know what you guys would change and let us know what opinions you don't agree with. But yeah, that is going to be it. If you want to see another edition of this, let us know down in the comments below as well. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.